Holler if you hear me, and welcome to tonight's edition of Art Uncensored. It is the top of the hour, 10 p.m. Eastern, and we are here together for something that's going to be rounding out this whole week of what we've been doing with streams that are revolving around Justice for One. And since we are literally a page away from completing Justice for One, I thought we would go and do another nice little color piece of Zoe Saraya right here. Oh, yes, oh, yes, yes, because besides finishing page 19 today off stream, I also did go and get ahead onto planning out what the story of issue 2 is going to be, and going from issue 2 on from there, I'm going to also be going and doing, really laying out how this is going to go, at least for the, 5 issues that I plan on doing during this 5-month break from doing Encrypted, from drawing Encrypted while still selling it, because this weekend is when we are going to be printing Encrypted for sure. But that, Encrypted issue 3. And then from there, once it arrives, it goes out to all of you in the hinterlands. And here is page 19 of Encrypted that I completed before the stream started right here. And hello to Sir Ubisan, yes. But Friday just can't make my viewing pretty easy, can't it? Got to make choices. Well, then again, you can always just have one tab open. You can always have one. You can have multiple tabs open, and just one, tab open, you have the sound off on. But yes, here is page 19 of Justice for One. We are now, we're going to be finishing page 20 tomorrow, and then I'll be going and doing the cover, as we're going to doing this while also writing out the next 4 issues that are going to be coming up, because I told you before about the paradox of how doing a comic series where I'm trying to make it entirely visual means that thinking through the stories is going to be less intuitive than what I was doing with Encrypted during that time of finally getting around to getting back on Encrypted, and now having so much of Encrypted done that we're still on schedule with an issue every 2 months up until next January. But then come September, then we'll be back onto Encrypted, where I'll be doing 4 straight issues of that before the year is done. So then that means that next year we'll have, 5 out of the 6 issues of Encrypted ready for next year. And then issue 12 will then be drawn and written depending on whether or not we will continue the series or end it with issue 12. Yes, certainly a plan for sure right around here. And also to RJ as well. Nice to see what you've got. And since we've got our friend, we've got Sir Ubisan right here with issue 3 about to go to print, let me go and show you, at least show our friend right there, a little bit of something with Justice for One. What the scan of last night's bit looks like, there it is. That's what that turns out like. Now, the non-photo blue pencil is a godsend, as well as putting the scanner setting to black and white. And those solid blacks right there are as immaculate there as they should look on the printed page. Right, that simple gesture right there with the thumb telling this streetwalker that Zoe just saved from those 7 assaulters, those 7 criminal men, none of them white, by the way, which is, just the statistical fact of what goes on with crime like that in New York City and what have you. But also that issue 2 is definitely going to be a split between showing the continuing vigilante actions of Zoe, while also looking at the prostitute and what it is that's being saved, but still clearly being traumatized by witnessing vigilante justice. What is that going to do to her? You're going to go and see what is going to, at least the beginnings of what's going to happen to her with issue 2. And then from beyond there, we've got to also show this. Is this the proper black and white one? Oh, yes. Sorbisan says, I like that vid you made about rebelling and throwing rocks at trends. If we didn't do that, we wouldn't have Todd McFarlane or at most Frank Miller Trailblazers not bending the knee. Well, yes, there is that. I mean, I vividly remember in the book Marvel Comics, The Untold Story, they get around to Frank Miller breaking in and talking about how out of all of the artists who emerged into the comic scene in the 70s, since Neil Adams, Frank Miller was the first one to go and look more towards artists of, say, the 50s and before, like Will Eisner or Bernie Krigstein, as opposed to everybody that broke into comics after Neil Adams, was a big tidal wave that all were trying to draw just like Neil Adams, which makes it all the more strange that Frank Miller owes his career getting his first paying gigs in the business to being somebody that did not, give up when Neil Adams discouraged his work and called it crap. That sort of stuff. No. He went and kept on going. But there's more. With page 17, yes, going backwards from there. Yes, the trajectory from... This is one where you see right there the lack of blood on her. I really got to go and touch that one up by adding in the blood spatters on her tank top right there and the face and the arms and everywhere. As you then see right here. Yeah, that. From there, holding up the gun with that terrified stare and the gesture. And then that's where we get to what we just did today off stream. And I'll be scanning tomorrow morning. There's the continuity with the blood spatter and the differences in their eyes as she runs away. And also, her name is Thana. Of course, that's not, what she calls herself when she's out there as a streetwalker, but most definitely, Thana is her actual name. And yes, that is another tribute to Miss 45, because the protagonist in that is named Thana. I've already got, we've got our clearly experienced, let's say, well-prepared vigilante right here with Zoe as, named after, of course, Zoe Lund, the actress who starred as Thana in Miss 45. Then comes, the previous page right there. And here's the difference of what they look like then and what they're going to become. Or at least what we're going to see as one influence the other, but then how their different approaches to vigilantism will collide. And also, remember, Zoe just comes in and wipes these people out that we see, the body count of 13 that she has in this first issue. But where she's coming from, who she is, we don't know, but there are going to be hints as to that with issue 2. And then we're going to see with Thana right here, a direct origin of her that involves, she's a streetwalker that's always been independent, you could say. She's never, ever gone around anybody like a pimp. But also at the very same time, there always, of course, you get women like that, and there's always going to be somebody that's going to want to be their pimp, whether they want that man to be, or woman to be their pimp or not. That sort of situation. Yes, there was 17, then 18, then 19. And before then, those gentlemen in general that she was seeing, with all that rendering of all those blades of grass and the pouring of the blood. Mainly on account of as I was doing it, rendering all that grass, I was starting to being reminded of Barry Windsor Smith, in particular with his work with the last comic he drew that was published in the 90s called Adastra in Africa, as well as the first comic of his that was published in decades, a few years back, Monsters, that comic that he started doing as a Hulk issue in the mid-'80s that got rejected, and he took this, little Hulk issue that was going to be an origin story flashback and made it into a 300-page comic, 300-page opus. And also the work that he did doing a comic adaptation of the Robert E. Howard story Red Nails. I do have an edition of that. It was like a single issue reprint of that full Red Nails story that was also colorized. And hello to Nick right there. Everybody say hello on this night where, since I didn't scan it before the stream, I'll just show you. Yes, here's page 19 I'm holding in my hand. And with page 15 on screen, 15, then 16, then 17, then 18. Yes. Zoe looking immaculate and Thana covered in blood and terrified. But yes, no, of course, trust me. no hooker in New York is going to be getting guys all after her with a name with using her real name. So of course she's going to have something a little bit more let's say attractive, but also the situations situation she's going to find herself in, the one that she's going to choose to go in, when she wakes up after running home to her apartment covered in blood, the blood of 7 random men that were trying to assault her. It's things are going to change in her life, and she's definitely not going to be going by any kind of pseudonym for the sake of street walking. Actually, she's not getting chased. What this is her wordlessly staring down Thana right here. And the picture did last night is simply her gesturing to get out, like that mother and her child that she saw earlier, that she just simply pointed at them to get out. Of course, get out of Central Park. Because even people in Enid, Oklahoma know that you to stay away from Central Park at night. Avoid Central Park at night. The deepest, darkest corners of Bloodhaven are safer than Central Park at night. And why am I bringing up Bloodhaven? Because, well, we've got an interesting little revelation right now that available in, it's going to be coming up in a few days. And here was one. Surbason says, looks like you use a lot of celebrities for making your characters. Am I correct in saying so? And which are the ones other than Sweeney? Well, I would say that when it came to doing Encrypted, I really more visually modeled the protagonist there on Fiona on Alice Eve, actually. More Alice Eve than Sydney Sweeney. But now here with Zoe right here for Justice for One, she's drawn like Nicole Kidman in the 90s. If you remember Nicole Kidman in Batman Forever, well, that if the character reminds you of Nicole Kidman, she's supposed to, since that's who I've been working for this. And we got like at this page, yes, the streetwalker she just saved that's covered in blood. Thana is drawn after 90s Jennifer Connelly. In particular, Jennifer Connelly in Career Opportunities, the one where she's on the rocking horse with her giant jugs in that tank top so tight, you can tell from one scene to the next whether or not she's wearing a bra underneath. And all these gentlemen here, these corpses, the 7 corpses right there that Thana's that is standing above, they're just random gentlemen. I just randomly drew them. They're not modeled on anybody. This one. Cerberus says, mine would be the actor who played Snake Plissken, Kurt Russell. I'm thinking about using as a Red Hood vibe. Well, I mean, okay. If you can. And why did I mention Bloodhaven earlier? Well, available on May the 5th. It's still available for pre-order, but it's going to be officially released May 5th. DC is doing a 3rd compendium for Nightwing. I've got the first 2 Nightwing compendiums that DC published, which contain all the earliest years of. There's the monthly, besides the monthly Nightwing book, the first one they did that ran for about a decade, and even now with all the constant starting over with number 1, the Nightwing volume they've got going right now as a Nightwing monthly series is actually going longer than most Marvel titles these days. Like most big name Marvel titles can't get past like issue 18 or 20 or something, but now the current volume of the monthly Nightwing book is up to like past 50 issues, I think. So there we go. In terms of any male characters you may create, are there any ideas in mind? You can keep specifics to yourself if you prefer surprising readers. Well, there is something. I've always been fascinated by the character change of Sting that happened in '96 that then really came to flourish, came to full bloom in '97. And the whole idea of something like that, of a kind of character like how Sting was as the high energy, neon face painted, neon tights wearing California surfer guy, and then seeing him transform into this mute goth vigilante who just appears. He can just hover down or rappel down, assault everybody, and make everybody absolutely afraid of him. There is something, I actually have been something in mind for Justice for One that I may or may not be adding into future issues. there may be actually a prominent male character in the future issues of Justice for One that may or may not appear and may or may not wind up as the love interest for either Zoe or Thana. Yes, Nightwing. Well, Bloodhaven is his city. That's something about those early the Nightwing issues. You really do see the idea of the boy becoming the man, and of the young man striking out on his own and really making Bloodhaven his own place and his own thing. And maybe another reason why the Whisper Network type of writers and comics don't like Chuck Dixon is on account of all the years he spent writing for DC and Batman related titles, and it came to something like specifically the Tim Drake Robin and the here as Nightwing, portraying Batman as a benign, amiable, validating father figure and all that is something that the Kelly Sue comics of the world cannot stand, because they have a world-class case of daddy issues fueled narcissistic neuroses. So that's why every man has to be an evil absentee daddy or a Trump stand-in or something like that. Hence why so many of these people are so fucking obsessed with Batman and seeing him as a delusional object of their Marxist fantasies, where he is the ultimate demon man, boogeyman of every cultural Marxist talking point they live to reinforce. And of course, all the bullshit about he's a wealthy man who beats on the criminals and the mentally ill. I once again bring up to these assholes, why is your sympathy with criminals and not their victims? I'd like to know. Why do you empathize with criminals and not their victims with your pretentious, academic-fueled, faux moral, faux intellectual posturing over a fucking comic book superhero? That's what I loved about that one big a DC panel they had at some convention, where Tom King was through his odiously overrated Batman run. He is to Batman what Mark Waid is to Daredevil, but repeatedly Frank Miller came and started interrupting Tom King and verbally shooting down everything Tom King had to say. And said, Tom King was talking about how, the realistic thing for a man like Bruce Wayne would be to fund public housing and fund public works. Yeah, glorified taxpayer, glorified fucking robbery of an actual, generator and an actual man who creates profit and is actually serving a purpose, to go and put in your glorified little socialist power fantasies. But Frank Miller cuts him off and says, now you just made the big dumb watchword, realism. They're talking about a man who fights criminals in a bat costume. And these are also the same type of people who will then go, and because of their narcissistic, hypocritical, Daily Show-fueled moral relativism, will then suddenly hypocritically think of Batman as the ultimate purveyor of good because of the AstroTurf no-killing criminals policy. But then again, that's another example of them to empathize with criminals and not their victims. That little question that put Vito Gesualdi in his corner every time he tried to defend child molesters on that one Nina Infinity stream, whereas put that fat waste of life into a corner. Yes, it is true that Az is also fat, but he is thinner than he was then, and he's actually maintaining his effort to lose weight. And Vito Gesualdi will still be Vito Gesualdi. Although, of course, he did get behind the scenes begged and pleaded by Nerdrotic to go back into doing the Friday Night Tight streams that he wanted to go away from because of the time zone difference, as wants to go to bed and actually get more sleep for the sake of his health instead of screaming into a webcam for anti-woke televangelist money all day long. But Nerdrotic knows that he needs him to boost his views and boost his super chats coming in. So a nice meal ticket like that, being gone. Well, hey, don't you know that Nerdrotic needs even more money than he already has off of repeatedly yelling into a webcam, but not, actually really doing anything and anything substantial to really counteract this, other than just be a glorified Jim Baker or who was the other guy? I have sinned against you, my lord. Jimmy Swaggart, yes. A Jim Baker or a Jimmy Swaggart against woke Hollywood? In case you wonder why channels like this, why I always bring them up, why aren't they going out of the way to go and try to use this to really platform independent creators doing independent projects? Unless it's one of their people who's already verified as a part of their little clique. Drunk 3PO is going and doing a comic through Ripperson, or if it's Eric July wanting to go and promote another comic that he's launching, or if it's Razor Fist coming on, instead of somebody that can actually use the exposure of 10K live viewers on average. And going back to the Kelly Sue DeConnick crap and the using Batman as a straw man for their daddy issues and their cultural Marxism, they hate men more than Themyscirans, which is saying way too much, especially with the Boldyks and how they've been portraying Themyscira these days. It's no surprise a company man would want to expand government. Exactly. Because and especially DC Comics being like a glorified unemployment agency for humanities majors with the correct politics who have brains scrambled by liberal brainwashing, bad parenting, and prescription drugs, and all the ravings about how Tom King was a federal agent and all that, which sounds about as authentic as Steven Seagal's martial arts credibility to me. And trust me, if they cared about talent, they would actually be keeping Chuck Dixon hired as a writer, or at least publicly. While underhandedly, they do care about talent and sales a little bit, because if they didn't, then why would they demonize Chuck Dixon, but then go and do such lavish, expensive omnibuses and or compendiums or trades of the Chuck Dixon mostly penned work of Batman books from the 90s, to the point where even Batman spin-off titles like Nightwing or the Tim Drake Robin, when Tim Drake was a character and not a one-note, how is this not offensive to gay people, gay stereotype? Yeah. Why is it that, there's Tim Drake Robin compendiums, there's Nightwing compendiums, there's various trades and omnibuses and all of that for the mostly Dixon penned Nightfall storyline and everything else in between, including repeated times that Dixon would come in and start writing the 90s Catwoman book, because the first ongoing Catwoman series, the consistent thing behind it was Jim Ballant's art, and the writing staff had a revolving door and a revolving door and a revolving door. Initially, it was Mary Jo Duffy. Then Chuck Dixon would come in, and in his own words, he's described himself as, I would come in as a fill-in writer when they were in-between writers, but Jim Ballant was always there for like the longest run. Jim Ballant didn't quit drawing that Catwoman series until like issue 75 or so, which is some of the first issues of when that earthquake hit Gotham City that led into the No Man's Land storyline. So you've got that to think about. And also, stuff like even stuff that's nowhere near as signal boosted, even though it has, a British writer with all the right credentials, like the James Robinson version of Starman, which has always had, a dedicated following, but it's not the type of following that gets signal boosted by the Rich Johnstons of the world, because James Robinson may have an accent, but he doesn't screech his preachy Bolshevik Brit bong politics from dawn to dusk like Warren Ellis does, or Cy Spurrier does, or, when Garth Ennis is in Reddit atheist mode, in case you wonder why, whenever he's in super anti-superhero edgy boy mode or Reddit atheist mode, he is golden to the likes of Rich Johnston and everybody else that writes for IGN or comic book resources. But when he's in military history mode or vigilante mode with something like Jennifer Blood or The Punisher, or all the military work he's written like War Stories, or even Sarah and all that, suddenly they don't want to go and screech to the heavens about it as much, and the publishers aren't going to be doing as much, lavish, constantly keeping that in print. Yes, and James Robinson is another longtime writer like that who, well, I'm guessing because, oh no, so another thing, what did I say about amiable father figures or not portraying fathers and all that as the devil? Well, look at Starman. And the whole crux of that James Robinson run of Starman is the fact that it really leans into and makes a full story without that self-aggrandizing metafictional bullshit that, Alan Moore at his worst loves to put in and congratulate himself for, having read comics before. But James Robinson didn't do that. He just and made it a literal part of a story of the legacy of how many different versions of the Starman character there were before the current one, as you see, including, the guy's younger brother who dies in the first issue, and even doing flashback issues to previous incarnations of Starman, as well as, of course, the Golden Age version, the original version, being the current Starman's father. And the relationship between them being something that's restrained, but a restrained father-son relationship that actually is positively resolved, that leads to the son accepting the paternal legacy that was brought upon him, and of actually learning to understand what his father was like and respecting him, as opposed to the bratty, entitled child lecturing the father, and the father changing because of how much it's the child that knows so much better than them. That Joss Whedon type of, narcissistic adolescent and parental issue-fueled power fantasy. No, it's the other way around. In case you wonder why the Rich Johnstons of the world won't rant about the brilliance of Starman all day long, but it actually sold. So now DC also has Starman compendiums, as well as compendiums for, of course, Lobo or for Nightwing right here and what have you. Yes, this is a really cool cover, and yeah, Chuck Dixon did do some nice storylines there, if only for the sheer amount of the quantity of what he did. If only Marvel would have hired him to write anything for an extended period besides Moon Knight, The Punisher, and also he did a lot of work for their Conan comics in the latter days of Marvel having the Conan license before DC, Dark Horse, bought it out from under them. And yeah, you don't have a preview on this yet. When they have these compendiums in the pre-order stage, they don't have this in the way where you can go and get like a preview to flip through or whatever. But all right, you can still see that is a nice cover. I don't think it's Scott McDaniel. Because, yeah, when this first started out, there was the miniseries they did to dip their toes into the idea of, can Nightwing work as his own story? They did that miniseries with Denny O'Neil and Greg Land. It did well that then they went, and as opposed to what they did earlier in the decade with Tim Drake, where they had 3 different miniseries before they decided to just give him his own monthly book. They did, all right, we've got the one miniseries as a test run. It worked well. So on Dick Grayson is to his own monthly book with setting up Bloodhaven and all that place of establishing Bloodhaven and everything that Chuck Dixon did as, the background to the actual plots of the issues he was doing. And initially it was Dixon with Scott McDaniel. Scott McDaniel coming over to DC after the work he did on Marvel with Daredevil in particular, and him being able to perfectly replicate the Sin City style that of art that Frank Miller perfected on that. Although it did also lead to that weird attempt at 90s pandering with Daredevil's new costume that just lasted for a few years, where it had like the dark blue and the red patterns with the samurai shoulder pads. Then eventually they did away with and put him back in the classic red on red. And yeah, McDaniel's style changed to something more cartoonish and less focused on replicating Frank Miller and all that. And he ran there up from when the monthly book started to about the last issues or so of it that tied in with the No Man's Land storyline. And then after that, Greg Land came in and did a run for a bit before that. I think before he went, and then him and Dixon co-created the Birds of Prey and were the team on the initial monthly issues of that book, until eventually Greg Land went off to CrossGen and was the artist on Sojourn. Let's see. Okay, a lot of them in here. It's May 5th, so it's only going to be like, if you pre-order this at this point, it's only going to be about like 2 weeks. Yeah, you're only going to have a 2-week wait, I think, when this, from ordering this to when it's going to be ready. All right, and let's see. All right, it collects 2 issues of Batman, 600 and 605, 22 issues of Nightwing, The Flash plus Nightwing #1, an issue of Birds of Prey, 3 issues of, let's see, 5 issues of Batman Gotham Knights, Nightwing the Target, Batman the 10 Cent Adventure, Joker Last Laugh, Secret Files and Origins 1, Joker Last Laugh. I'm guessing that's the whole 6-issue miniseries, Joker Last Laugh. That's one I've never heard of. And Nightwing, Our Worlds at War, which I have heard of Our Worlds at War, and I've seen that in like a back issue bin. But, luckily, it's almost like DC was reading my mind of how they know 90s Chuck Dixon written Batman related books are far more readable and sellable than their current shit. And yeah, now it goes all the way up into issue 82. Although at the same time, since they don't have the credits on here, yeah, we've got, okay, here they registered Chuck Dixon, Ed Brubaker, which, okay. Sergio Aragones did some work on Nightwing. That I didn't know. Either that or it's one of those other related little spin-offs or miniseries they also are printing in the book, and Sergio Aragones was the artist on that. Stefano Guandiano, I'm not familiar with, because yeah, the compendium, the volume 2 compendium I think that's the one that had all the issues that Greg Land drew. The 10-cent adventure, I think that was just like a sales gimmick where they made it 10 cents again as like a throwback to when comic books were only 10 cents. I remember there was something similar done with all the weird stunts Marvel was pulling off in the early 2000s, including when Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo were doing the Fantastic Four. There was that one special issue that was like only 10 cents. Let's see. Well, all right. That's and from what I remember, there was Chuck Dixon was the art writer on the Nightwing Monthly, and he was there all the way up for a while. And then when he just quit working with DC full stop in like 01 or 02 or so, then I think it was Devin Grayson who came in and replaced him as the regular writer. And she had done like some side work for Nightwing, like some spin-off bits, or when there were annuals, Devin Grayson would write those stories, and they were nicely done. Like when Scott McDaniel was still the monthly artist on Nightwing, the first Nightwing annual they did, the main story in that was drawn by Greg Land and written by Devin Grayson, and it even had a storyline that involved Dick Grayson as part of an investigation, as part of him going undercover and trying to track down this case. It involves him actually getting married, and his best man is Wally West. And remember, yeah, the Wally West, him and Nightwing were both, some of the founding members of the Teen Titans. And then when the best incarnation, the most revered incarnation of the Teen Titans happened with the new Teen Titans, which was DC's answer to the explosion and popularity of the all different X-Men, that ran for a good long while until Crisis on Infinite Earths happened. And around that, but even then, within a couple issues of when the new Teen Titans happened, there was the big moment in the early 80s of when Dick Grayson gave up being Robin and became Nightwing. And then also later on in that, then you had, besides Dick Grayson becoming Nightwing and being part of the Teen Titans or in some other related team books, but not having his own book yet, then also Wally West wound up becoming the Flash to replace Barry Allen having died. So, and there even was an issue of that where the cover is just a simple like white void as it shows Dick Grayson and Wally West walking away from their costumes, from their Kid Flash and Robin costumes. And that friendship between them being something that is continued on, and also how Dick Grayson in some form or another has some type of direct connection and some like long-term personal friendship or relationship with every corner of the DC universe in some form or another. Him being the original kid sidekick, so there he is with Batman, and of course because of that means he directly encounters Superman. And also, he's got a connection with the world of the Flash and all the speedsters there because of him and Wally West being such longtime friends, and also the being founding members of the Teen Titans, and then even over into like Green Lantern and all that, and like and even Wonder Woman. He's pretty much. I think that was the idea behind the original plan for Infinite Crisis, being that they wanted another big, shocking character death that was supposed to happen. That was going to be this story's version of when Barry Allen died in the first Crisis. And the original plan was not to be the Connor Kent Superboy, but it was going to be Dick Grayson, because the idea of what would be a shocking death that would really horrify and disturb and sadden everybody. And really coming to the realization that Dick Grayson, is the heart of the DC universe because of how long he's been there and how many connections he has with so many different corners of it, that if he would die, that would really shake everything to the core. But then it wound up, I believe, being because of an ongoing legal battle with the estate of one of the creators of Superman, that then DC, out of spite, wound up changing it so that it's that version of Superboy who goes and gets killed. Because I believe it was an ongoing copyright court case with the estate of one of the creators of Superman over the creation of Superboy. And that's why they wound up killing off. Although when it came to the Teen Titans of that era, when it was Jeff Johns writing them, there were a lot of creative bad decisions being done, like that. And instead of maintaining Bart Allen as his own hero, where he's Impulse and all that, Jeff Johns just makes him into the new Kid Flash and completely rewrites his personality. And then after that, you go even further with trying to go and, make lightning strike twice by having the whole situation where Wally West dies to try to do that member bury, even though you already were supposed to have the big sacrificial, shocking character death with, Superboy. But then you also want to go and do that all over again and directly invoke that with killing Wally West. And then Bart Allen now is the one who survives, although because of the shenanigans with the Speed Force, now it's made him an adult, and now he has all the Speed Force to himself, and now, he's going to be the fourth Flash. And that lasted for a year. Literally, after Infinite Crisis made Bart Allen the new Flash, now he's Flash number 4, it did so badly that they only did that for 13 issues, then resurrected Wally West. And then a couple years later, they went even further in regressing to bring back Barry Allen and all that. And I vividly remember, I remember seeing it on YouTube. I don't know if it's still around, but there was a joint public signing that was being done at a store in California called Dark Delicacies, I believe it is, where it's Grant Morrison and Clive Barker talking, and Clive Barker saying to Grant Morrison's face how confusing and incomprehensible Final Crisis was. He even tells Morrison, as I was reading it, I had to go and make a giant flow chart to try to understand how the plot was working because it was so difficult to follow. And this is coming from Clive Barker, and a novelist who writes King James Bible-sized fantasy books that have 17 different plot lines happening simultaneously. But at least in book form, he takes the time to actually explain them and draw them out in that form, which is a lot better and more comprehensible than, his time as a film director, where all of the 3 films he did as a director all are victims to putting more gore and creature effects in than a coherent story, or having too many plot lines going at once, not being able to settle on who the protagonist and who the antagonist really is, and then also revolving the third act around a sort of there but nowhere near the protagonist type of female character who then suddenly becomes the main focus of the story in the middle of the second act. Yes, a Pepe Sylvia type of a chart. Let me see if I can find that, or at least if it's still available. I remember seeing this a good long while, and do not let Clive Barker's gravelly voice frighten you. The man has had, on and off, he's had problems with his throat. I believe Barker needed surgery twice to remove polyps from his throat. And it was only after the second surgery that he finally stopped smoking. Look at on-camera interviews that Barker did in the 80s when he first got big with Hellraiser and with, him going into doing big fantasy novels that were bestsellers and all that. And he has that, standard, lilting Liverpool accent. It's so elegant. Oh, he's so charming. He's so British, really, is what they're saying. But then from 2000s onwards, he sounds like a Cockney Tasmanian devil. I remember the first time I ever saw him on camera in anything was that Bravo 100 Scariest Movie Moments special. Of course, they had him on camera talking about that. And he's got the voice like this. it was like it was a multi-part special they did, and in each episode, each part had the same intro that included a bunch of different people speaking, and it always ends with Clive Barker saying, "Pinhead, who doesn't do a decent, nice thing over 8 films, but still gets fan letters from women who want to bear his children." Well, you can find that on YouTube, a series that British TV had in like the 90s called The South Bank Show. And they did a whole episode on Barker around the time that Hellraiser 3 and Candyman had come out, and he was in the middle of writing another big best-selling novel and all that. And you're like, how did you go from the standard, lilting John Lennon, Paul McCartney kind of voice to Cockney Tasmanian Devil? Or like if Lemmy was from Liverpool instead of I don't know exactly where Lemmy grew up, but yeah, a Liverpool version of Lemmy. Like Clive Barker's going to start going, "Does," like he's going to start growling, "Time to play the game." And I found it. It's in like little parts. It's one of those weird YouTube things from back in the day of when you couldn't upload a video over 10 minutes. But yeah, this one. It's looking nice. Of course, I've got this on the Amazon wish list right here. Nightwing Compendium 3. Nightwing, a Night in Bloodhaven Compendium 3. Yes. And apparently also Ed Brubaker is working on this writing-wise, and Ed Brubaker kicks ass. His Captain America stuff in the mid-2000s lived up to the hype, because before then, all I knew about it was the headline news over Captain America getting shot and killed. I mean, it's funny because it's true, and I'm going to show you the evidence. And now, there's another example I remember of Barker being one of the few male guests to appear on the Late Show with Craig Ferguson. He was promoting a novel of his, and there, the voice is even more like, oh, fuck. Yeah, Rob Zombie, like a Cockney Rob Zombie. If you remember, Dragula or Super Beast, all of Zombie's hits when he was still doing music full time. You got it bad when a Scotsman like Grant Morrison is easier to understand than you.
What do you find the city attractive? Do you like the people of this town?
Yeah, I mean, the first time I came here, it was really weird. I hated the place. It seemed so bizarre compared to Britain. I was like 29 when I came here, and it was really
What was
weird.
that for?
For the Arkham Asylum too.
Yeah,
and
okay.
We came out and
you were 29 when you did Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. So we came out of here, and the great thing for me was that Anthony Perkins liked Arkham Asylum. And that was just, oh my God, Anthony Perkins likes Arkham Asylum. Yeah, Norman Bates loves Arkham Asylum.
How did you find out that Norman
Someone told us. It was someone came down and said, I think we actually signed one for him. We didn't
He
even
was
him
reading you in the shower?
Yeah, it was the whole thing.
That was a joke, Norman Bates.
No, I've often imagined myself in the shower with Anthony Perkins.
Yeah.
Yes, all our friends. Why do people? What's the thing about LA? And why did you come here? Was it for the movies? Or?
It was love first. It was a guy I was in love with, and that was an era. But the city was. That was an era. That was just a phase. I grew out of it.
See what I mean? Would you believe it if I told you that Barker also had a medical situation where he was in a coma for like a week because of a bad reaction to Novocaine from a dental surgery? Yeah. Hearing a voice like that, and it takes you the second polyp in the throat removal surgery to get you to stop smoking. I'm reminded of that skit that The Rock did when he first hosted Saturday Night Live. And it was a spoof on all those like nicotine patch and chewing gum commercials. And it's for one called Nicotrell. And it's just The Rock wearing a shirt that says Nicotrell. And he beats you up every time you try to smoke. He literally just picks a guy up by his shirt collar and goes, "Stop smoking," and punches him in the face. Yeah, he makes good, such fantastical themes. And, the talk about him being somebody that is very much a coattail rider of Alan Moore. Yeah, he is. There's a lot of imitation Alan Moore in his work.
I actually find the city is actually a much more people-friendly city.
Yeah.
It's got the reputation of being. And my best mate in the world, Robbie over there, and we work up in the hills, and he brings his wife and his kid over at lunchtime, and it's a very nice, friendly atmosphere, and it's very un Hollywood.
Yep.
I think there's a lot of really good things about that. I don't think the cliches fit. I think this is a much more humane city than, say, New York.
You know, and I'm sure that
The only analogy you can say about how much more humane Los Angeles is by comparing it to New York. Who says that coastal elites only think the world is either them or New York City? Yeah, that was enough right there. But yeah, that I just want to show you. There's the evidence of him talking about how completely incomprehensible the story of Final Crisis is. But also, let's get back to making fun of Steven Seagal with this particular video by a particular gentleman who calls himself Viking Samurai right here. The famous story of how this man, Judo Gene LaBelle, supposedly choked Steven Seagal to the point of making him shit his pants on the set of a film of his. Yeah, it sounds like if you combine Lemmy and Sir Paul McCartney. Yes, like I said, a Liverpool Lemmy. Stop smoking!
Anybody who says otherwise about this story are liars.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Notice the copy of the book Seagology right behind the gentleman's head. He's got that. He's got autographed Bruce Lee nunchucks. There's what looks like a VHS for Cyborg and the poster for Cyborg right back there, along with the DVD of Cobra.
That's simple, because they weren't there.
Hey guys, in today's video, this is a small segment from an interview I did with stuntman extraordinary Stephen Lambert. I'm going to post a full interview later. I'll be posting other clips and snippets throughout the week. But all this information, you got to get this book. Stephen Lambert, From the Streets of Brooklyn to the Halls of Hollywood, highly recommended. It will literally take you over a month to read, but the amount of content in there, just with Canon Films and the Ninja craze in the 80s, Steven Seagal stories, including this one in this video, Van Damme stories, Arnold, Stallone, and so much more. Got to get the book. I'm going to link it in the description below. Amazing book, amazing read, highly entertaining. It's as if you're sitting with him in a bar and he's your friend and he's talking to you and telling you these stories, or the way he describes it, as if you're in his head. But you got to get this book. You can't. It's a page turner. You can't put it down. So anyway, on to the real story on Steven Seagal and Gene LaBelle, from one of few men who were actually there to bear witness to it.
So get the book, because
they got to read the book. There's definitely a lot. There's so much in the book in general. So much stuff, good stuff on the Titanic, on Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, just, you know, stuff on Stallone, Schwarzenegger. I do want to talk about Steven Seagal, though. You are one of the 4 actual eyewitnesses to this whole Gene LaBelle, Steven Seagal story, correct?
Well, I think there's more than 4, but yes, I am. I had a friend of mine, speaking of Steven Seagal and Gene LaBelle, a friend of mine called me and informed me that you did a podcast already on this. And I listened to it, and there was a few mistakes there. You had mentioned that you had read the story, and when you told the story, it wasn't quite right.
Oh, we would definitely want to get the real story from the...
And hello right there to Forever Lost, as we are coloring up this little bit of Zoe right here. And I do plan, you know, future streams to do some pieces dedicated to the prostitute that she rescued from those 7 rapists in this first issue right here. Yes, Thana is the character's name. Yes, the one that I know drew to look like Jennifer Connelly in Career Opportunities. Yes, we'll be doing some pieces of her in the future, but also here is page 19 to Justice for One. Just a little look. Yes, Thano with the eyes gaped open and the blood spatter, and then there's cool as a cucumber, Miss Zoe. Actual witness. So when I read the book, it
From a
seems
man.
like
From a man who is equal to my great friend and a wonderful talent, Conrad Palmisano, because there was conversation in there that I felt like the audience was having trouble believing my story. That was completely true. So yeah, there was
yeah, this channel here is a Viking Samurai. The guy on the left, yeah, he's this martial artist who's also done like work in action movies, like straight to video kind of stuff. And he's also has this channel where he's been doing a lot of things like videos talking about the the whole Frank Duke's Bloodsport hoax and or different parts of different action stars' careers, like a whole video about the whole process about how Predator was supposed to be a Jean-Claude Van Damme and what led to them replacing Van Damme and all that, and what the pre-production process was like of designing the costume and fitting for Van Damme and him trying to do costume tests and everything.
was two bodyguards, which was Steven Seagal's. There was Steven Seagal. There was Gene LaBelle. There was Lincoln Simon, who was stunt guy, who was with me in my honey wagon, and myself. So there was six people there.
Okay.
Conrad, nobody else. There was no Conrad Palmisano, nobody else. You see, when you're working on a show, the honey wagons, the trailers are situated in a configuration kind of like a wagon train would do when the Indians are coming after them. They circle them, so nobody on the outside can come in or see what's going on the inside. So that was the circumstance. That's why there was only us six there, which is two bodyguards, LaBelle, Seagal, Lincoln Simon, and I. Nobody else was there. Nobody else experienced it. Nobody else saw it.
I'm at my bro's house tonight, so I may not be able to stay on tonight. Just dropping by to say what's up. I'll do my best to come back. All right, all right. Hope nothing, hope there's no drunken fist fights or anything. Let's all hope that there's no drunken fist fights for forever as to put up with tonight. Remember, I mean, it is baseball season right there in New York City, so. Let's get this back one.
The people who have conversations with it on video and on in magazines, I say shame on them because they were there. And so they have no business, like God bless her, Ronda Rousey. I discuss her with a few other people in the book. It's kind of shameful how she speaks about the situation because she wasn't there. And she says things that kind of make me scratch my head and should make others scratch their head. She brings up the style of keto and says the keto isn't a very good style, which every martial artist should take offense to. Even she should take offense to because what she does has in keto in it, and what she says about the situation and what went on, she wasn't there, as some others said too. And you shouldn't have an idea of what went on when you weren't there. So, it's a very disappointing being that she's a black belt and she's over 21 and she should have a little bit more maturity to figure out, you don't put down a person or you don't say things that simply aren't true. I mean,
Exactly.
my God, Gal didn't piss in his pants. He didn't go into convulsions. But there was a confrontation. It was a physical confrontation, but it didn't have anything to do with pissing in his pants and or going into convulsions. What happened was, yeah, prospective honey wagons, trailers. Lincoln Simon and I were in our own. We were sharing one, playing parts on the show, playing ourselves. And we were in our trailer getting dressed with the wardrobe they wanted us to wear. We came out, we got dressed, we came out. I came out first, and I happened to open the door, and I saw Seagal and LaBelle and the two bodyguards talking in front of the honey wagon, LaBelle's honey wagon, his trailer that he put wardrobe on. So, and we were probably good 30, 35 feet away. And I looked back in the trailer, and I said, "Hey, Lincoln, LaBelle's talking to Seagal. Let's go see if, we can join in, just innocently." So I jumped down and I start walking over, and Lincoln's about 10 feet back of me, jumps down, and we start walking over. And we get there, and they're just having a simple conversation in front of each other. And, it's Seagal, and, the two bodyguards are on each side of him, like the Adantis, king.
Well, Wild Tales more like Tall Tales, or if you remember that Disney movie with Patrick Swayze, Tall Tale, where Patrick Swayze plays Pecos Bill. Because yes, only Dalton would have the strength to be able to calf rope a tornado. And I saw so many Disney movies that had the trailer for Tall Tale in it, but never saw the movie myself. And I feel cheated of having never seen Dalton from Roadhouse play Pecos Bill.
And LaBelle, and they're talking about moves and introducing themselves, being casual and entertaining, and everything's light, and they start talking about different techniques, and they're talking about a chokehold, and Seagal starts the conversation, and he goes, I see the way you do your chokeholds, and he was disagreeing on the way that LaBelle would do it. And LaBelle said, "Well, let me explain to you how I do it. Let me show you." Now, as you being a black belt, a martial artist, when you work with somebody, a master, a black belt, even somebody that is a white belt, when you're working with somebody, when you're showing somebody, it's an automatic known fact, rule, that you go slow. You're having a conversation, you're teaching, you're showing, you're expressing your movement. And that's just what LaBelle was doing. In slow motion, he walks around Seagal, and he's in back of him, facing his back, and Seagal's kind of overlooking. We see the two bodyguards looking, and Lincoln and I are we're in back of one side, and back of LaBelle, watching, very innocent, and LaBelle starts to put his hands around him, and very slow, just as I'm moving, right? And the minute his hands go around Seagal's neck, before he even touched him, grazed him, Seagal just sidesteps, full blast, and forearms, bang, forearms. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
But down, right in his crotch.
That's crazy.
Full blast. I mean, like, if I told you, if I spread my legs and I said, "Hit me in the crotch with your forearm as hard as you can," and that's what Seagal did, and LaBelle jumped up like 3 feet in the air, and I see LaBelle's face, and it's literally 3 feet in the air, and the moment his toes touched the ground, he just sidestepped and spun his hand around the front of Seagal's neck, and took his leg and put it in back of Seagal's feet, and just threw his arm back and threw his leg forward, LaBelle that is,
Yeah.
and Seagal went flying up. See the way my arms are? About 4 feet high, and landed right on his butt and back, hard.
Ouch.
And the bodyguards looked at Seagal. And I looked at Seagal. And I looked at Lincoln. And everything, this is in slow motion. And Lincoln's mouth was open, and my mouth was open. I was shocked because that was full blast. Everything was full blast
Sure.
up until then. And the bodyguards looked. After he looked, they looked at Seagal. They looked at LaBelle. And I'm watching this. And this happened a matter of a split second. And I'm thinking, oh my God, here comes a huge fight. Because I'm thinking the bodyguards are looking at LaBelle. And the bodyguards look back at Seagal. And I look back at Seagal. And Seagal shakes his head like a no. And the minute Seagal did that with his head, the bodyguards stood down because they were like almost in reaction mode, confrontation reaction mode. And like I said, this happened in a matter of moments. And the minute LaBelle felt like, you know, everything was easing up, he stuck out his hand and said, but if I did that, let me show you what you could do, and helped them up. And I was scared that something else was going to go on. So I ran to get the stunt coordinator, Conrad Parzano, and he was busy with camera, setting camera. So I'm in back of him, and he had producers, directors, the DP, everybody listening to him. So I'm in back, and I'm waiting for the right moment, you know, because you can't just barge in. You don't want people to know. You don't want to make a big thing out of this, right? So I go in back of him, wait for the right moment, and I kind of lean to his ear, and I said, Conrad, I said, there's a confrontation with Seagal and LaBelle at base camp. You know, you better get over here and break it up. Well, he didn't understand what I was saying, so he ignored me. And I'm just looking, and he's continuing with his camera work. So I walk away, kind of hesitant, 5-10 feet away, and all of a sudden he pops up and he realizes what's going on. And he runs over there and he yells to LaBelle before he even gets over there. You know, he's like 40 feet away. And LaBelle, get back to your trailer. And LaBelle looks at him and goes to his trailer, right? Back to his trailer. And that was the end of that. And that's what happened. Now, who told, who got it out, who spread it out? I know I didn't. I know Lincoln did it. At least I believe Lincoln. I don't know if the bodyguards did it. I don't know if Seagal did it, leaked it out. I don't know if Gene LaBelle leaked it out. Gene LaBelle, I love him. You see how close Gene LaBelle and I are in the movie, but Gene LaBelle is a showman, right? I don't think he would tell a lie. I think that lie, that rumor, that part of it, pissing in his pants and going convulsions, I think it was spread by somebody else, somebody who was writing the story. You know, it went from somebody to somebody to somebody, but I believe LaBelle would never say what was said to the magazines and all that.
If I had to guess,
I also, let me say, I feel horrible for Steven Seagal. He deserved it, what he got, because he started it, but the after occurrence, all these years later, is brutal.
Yeah, because he's still getting crap about it. And I just wanted to, you know, give the audience full context. So you just want the truth out there, obviously. If anything, you and Gene LaBelle are good buds. And if you were going to be biased, you would just go with Gene LaBelle because he's your buddy. But obviously the truth matters more to you.
Oh, exactly what I told you just now, exactly what I have in the book is I've seen Gene LaBelle many times. He's read my story, you know. He says that's exactly what happened, right? If you put Gene LaBelle and I together on an interview, and I look at him and I say, for you, and as I say, didn't what I wrote in the book, Gene, isn't that exactly what happened? He'll tell you that's exactly what happened. Right?
Yeah, I
But I mean-
don't doubt that at all. I think it's interesting. I think
Close. And we've discussed this already. I've teased him, you know. He tells me that he didn't say that. Somebody else said that. He can't figure out. But he'll play with you. If you interview him,
Yeah.
he'll play with you because Gene is a showman. You
I
know,
think he likes the idea that the story is out there because I've seen him in other interviews where he won't like necessarily confirm or deny it. I think because he got whacked in the balls, essentially, he just likes that Seagal, like this story is out there, almost like it's deserving of that happening to Seagal because, you know, of the incident that happened. So I kind of feel like maybe one of the bodyguards told the real story and the guy who heard the story probably added something and then told someone else and they added something and then it's become into this essentially.
that's usually the way it starts.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, you know, Seagal's fault. It's his fault. I also said I feel bad for him. It's brutal because it's carried on this long. But if he would have admitted it in a playful way with respect at the beginning or in the middle or even now, it would go away. A couple of people have called me, you know, and said, what do you think would happen if we got them together? And I said, well, I'm sure Gene would come. You know, Seagal's got to get off his high horse. And the trick is to make it funny.
Yeah.
Make it funny when they meet. Make it fun because I'm sure LaBelle would make it funny. You know, come here, Steven. You know, you know, your ball shot really, you know, made me fly in the sky. You know, how'd you like me falling? You know, putting you on your back. You know, well, LaBelle, you're one of the few that has ever been put on my back. You know, I congratulate you for that. You know, for whatever. You know, it could be humorous and it would all go away.
Yeah, that'd be
And
great if that played out.
I've suggested that to a few interviewers that's called me up privately, you know, and Seagal refuses to do that.
So I think our interview is basically the only one with one of the witnesses, you, that's going to be out there because you did 2 interviews with Palmisano and Balicki and Seagal where you were telling the story, but it sounded like they wanted to like badmouth Gene LaBelle and kind of turn it into that.
Well, that's a whole nother story. It's connected.
Yeah.
It's connected. There's 3 or 4 stories there connected. You're talking about, there was one at the Beverly Hills Hotel and there was one at
Well, we know Gene LaBelle can be humorous because you might remember seeing Gene LaBelle appear in an episode of Reno 911. Yes, if you remember that bit, yes, there's the out-of-shape old man in his underwear that's answering the door. Yeah, that's Gene LaBelle on Reno 911.
a circus guy's house. The circus guy's house was the first interview. That didn't come out for some reason, so we did one at another place, at the Beverly Hills Hotel. So there's 3 or 4 connections meeting with that.
Yeah, so basically the audience has to buy this book to get all the details. But
But the one in the Beverly Hills Hotel was a mind blower, and you know, read that part in detail because it was scary, and I can't tell you what went on entirely. Even in the book, there's one part of it that I talk about that you have to fantasize, but Seagal has that video. What really went on. And he threatens every now and then to put out that video. They try to trick me into badmouthing Van Damme.
yeah, LaBelle. Yeah.
LaBelle. They try to trick me into badmouthing LaBelle. But I was smart enough. I have Brooklyn street sense.
There you go.
Smart enough not to get it. And in the book, you know, I explained that I stopped the interview, you know, once or twice and got really pissed off. And what occurred in there was a mind blower. And like I said, there's a certain part of it where I go away from what was said, and yeah, you have to think about it and what the hell could possibly have gone on then. Seagal has the whole video, and like I said, he threatens every now and then to show the video, claiming that he has film of me, and I, saying something about Gene LaBelle, and I go, show it, because you tried, and I said cut, and I told you I don't like it. I told you, Seagal, I don't like that you are trying to get me to badmouth and blame it on Gene LaBelle.
Sure.
And they had to cut the film twice. And I said, I made an agreement on this meeting, this interview at the Beverly Hills Hotel, that the only thing I will say on this video, that Seagal did not pee in his pants and he did not go into convulsions. That's all I'm here to say, because Conrad Palmisano asked me, a friend of mine, and that's all I'm going to say. 5 seconds. My name is Steve Lambert. I'm here to say the Seagal LaBelle confrontation, Seagal did not piss in his pants nor go into convulsions. End of story. I was there and I explained just that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I could post it on this channel because, it's perfect for my audience to get the truth. And it's kind of great to have you basically tell the story.
And let me say again, because, I can't reiterate this more, right? Anybody who says otherwise about this story are liars. It's that simple, because they weren't there. The producers, the directors, whoever, only the 6 were there. Nobody else saw.
Now, sticking with Seagal, he seems to have a bad reputation with hurting stuntmen. Is that true? Does he actually go harder than he should, like punching them or doing other techniques that he should lighten up on? This video is to be continued. I'll be releasing different sections through.
All right, there's that. Now let's see. Yeah, this guy who did this interview was in a few of those Seagal videos. Let's look at this one.
All right, so we're doing Under Siege 2, which was sent to us by Quinn Kelly. I would say thank you, but I don't know. This is going to be interesting because while filming The Last Kumite, you and I started talking about Seagal quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And you are a big defender of Seagal.
Huge. One of the only ones on YouTube, probably, because there's so many anti-Seagal videos on YouTube. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame. Well, the man deserves respect.
You've entered the lion's den. Anti-Seagal channel. So.
I've already killed you, but I have this now.
The man walks with an air of confidence it's rarely seen in this day and age.
Sifu Seagal.
I was not born on a turnip truck.
Sifu Seagal.
And I was not born at night. Let's get to the nitty-gritty here.
Sifu Seagal. There's some sick shit up in here, alligator. Sifu Seagal.
Because now, I will snatch every mother birthday.
I guess we didn't even mention, I'll put it up, Viking Samurai.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe to my channel, Viking Samurai.
All your stuff.
I do more than just positive Steven Seagal videos. He directed On Deadly Ground, which didn't quite perform. So Warner Brothers was like, Warner Brothers was basically like, well, let's get you back on top, make a lot of money again. Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. I know a little bit.
That's who he sexually harassed during this movie.
No, he did not. No, he did not. That picture, I think, was taken out of context. I think his hand, I know the picture you're talking about.
Hasn't she talked about, shit he said to her?
If you want to know what that picture is they're referring to, I know exactly what it is, and I am going to bring it up right here for that picture being taken out of context. It should be easy to find. There's oh yeah. Right there. This is the picture that they're referring to. The one that they're talking about is taken out of context with his hand on her, 16-year-old breast. She was like 15 or 16 or so when this was being done. And there's Seagal, smiling. Looked like my father in the late 90s with the same complexion and the combed back hair like that. This is the one. At taking it out of context, what context? Here's the context.
Because she's jumping on the anti-Seagal bandwagon.
That's right.
Because that's the popular thing to do.
Patrick Kilpatrick.
Oh, nice.
Get out of here.
We see David.
So am I.
This is going to be interesting. I think if you somehow make Katherine Heigl seem relatable, things have gone poorly.
She was like a teenager, but obviously this was before Grey's Anatomy. Like when I seen this in the theater, I was like, oh, she's like the hottest girl ever.
She's a teenager in this, and he's.
I was a
touching her?
teenager too when I seen that. By the way,
Was Seagal a teenager?
My biggest problem with Bride of Chucky, the fact that Katherine Heigl doesn't die in the end. That's why I highly recommend this little indie dark comedy she did called Home Sweet Hell, where we see her get blown up at the end in a garage.
Two?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, just checking.
He was not. I'm telling you, it was an accidental grace. She was like giggling and laughing.
I know
They made a
the
big
image
thing
you're
out of it.
talking about.
Yeah,
Does
it's
it
like,
look like an accidental grace?
It looks
little
like
bit.
his hand is on her
Like,
chest.
okay.
wow.
Oh,
This is one of the few scenes I remember from the 90s.
so Seagal
And,
like
like,
that scene.
Well, either way,
She's
I
naked?
totally,
Yeah, she's naked.
no,
Oh, it looked like a thong.
yeah, but not when she turns around.
Mom!
Whoa!
It's like watching the Spice Channel. Oh,
'Cause you
Oh,
didn't
that's
really-
better than
Yeah, you didn't really have the internet
Yeah.
when this came out.
like that light thing. I don't know.
she plays a real sultry character in it.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant in this.
No,
She's got that look.
I've seen her in
Right?
something else. I can't place it. Does he run this restaurant? Legitimately, why is he just walked into the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he is a cook.
Pictures there.
He's out of the Navy?
I talked to him on the phone last year, and he
Good job.
totally sounds exactly the same. Some people like sound different when they get older. He literally sounded like Casey Ryback. It was really cool. I don't like in his later movies where he like started putting those accents on.
Nobody likes it.
Yeah, he should just play. Seagal.
But he also mumbles and whispers in his later
He
movies.
does. Well, he's always kind of whispered a little bit.
Yeah. So,
The light on his eyes.
Yeah.
It's a starting. It's like a whisper across.
Yeah. Is this where they first start trying to hide the weight gain?
Well, people were making fun of his weight with the first Under Siege, and then this one they said he wore like a girdle. But he still looks pretty good though.
Yeah, he doesn't
Right?
look bad.
Like he looks pretty good.
I mean, at least compared to what we have come to expect.
When he's fighting the eye zombies.
Eye zombies.
Oh God, Aaron.
It's Morse Chestnut.
Who's that?
That guy.
Oh yeah.
You've seen him, right?
This cast is very recognized. Like there's some good actors.
Oh,
in
yeah.
this. The movie looks good.
Yes.
10 times better than any Seagal of the last.
Real production
20
values.
years.
Yeah.
So far, this is a legit
Yeah.
good action movie.
This location's amazing. This
Yeah.
is cool.
That guy's familiar
You
too.
guys are really liking this.
I think you're misunderstanding my positive comments.
I am surprised at how high quality this is. But Seagal's also only been in it for about 45 seconds.
I think that's why I have positive comments.
Aaron, why don't you like Steven Seagal?
He has a sexual creeper vibe, doesn't he?
As he walks in
He's
right
a
here.
Sexual creeper.
I don't think he does. I think he's just very smooth and suave.
You again have not watched the later Seagal movies.
The later Seagal movies. Jason, why don't you like Seagal?
He's a fat, womanizing piece of shit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
He's also
Do
a
we-
liar and an idiot.
Do we watch the same movies?
I shouldn't say an idiot. I actually don't think he's dumb.
Actually, I think I bet you he's got a really high IQ.
Yes, most con men do.
I don't think he's a con man. I don't think he's a con
Oh,
man.
you are so not promoting this video.
They are doing the fat Seagal lighting.
The
Yeah,
Seagal
the
light?
Yeah, they
eyes.
just light his face from here to here.
Yeah.
And hide his chins.
yeah, they shadow.
Oh,
the
is that
chin.
what you guys coined that?
Can you guys do that on the show?
Why do you think the camera's up higher?
You know what you could do?
Oh no.
Beard. Beard.
Yeah, I can't grow.
I thought you were gonna say go for a run, but I mean
That works too. Like I'm trying to give you you don't have to do anything. You do less work by not shaving. I'm trying to make your life easier, man. That guy looks familiar.
Yep. Him too?
Yeah, him too. Who's that firm on the right?
Yeah.
There are so many people. I'm not going to be able to sit and think about what I know them from.
Yeah.
There are too many. Great cast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, with the giggles.
And they say you can't do a front kick.
Yeah, okay. Seagal's moving, so this
He's
is
yes.
a huge step up from what we usually watch.
Yeah. He's doing
He fights sitting down in the later movies.
Yeah.
yeah.
He does.
The big defender of Seagal, who now multiple times in this video just is resigned with a low energy sigh, agreeing with the shit talking they're hurling at Seagal.
If he hadn't retired, he'd probably be fighting while lying down now.
Why are they shooting up the kitchen?
Yeah,
Because they know that's where he'd be.
They've seen the first Under Siege. Seagal actually has nothing to do with the story so far.
What do you mean?
Well, he didn't in the
Well,
first
he's gonna save them all. No, he just is in the wrong place at the wrong time, just like the first one.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just a coincidence.
But even in the first one, he was in the Navy when the boat was attacked. This one, he's just
on a
train. Ride. Is this Die Hard on a train?
Yes.
Oh.
It's Under Siege on a train.
Oh, you're right.
Well,
when was the last time we watched a movie with this budget on this? Never.
No.
What do you think the budget of this was?
Probably at least a million.
Ooh.
Dude, that was his catering budget. I'll have to watch more of the movie, but I'd say at least 50 million so far.
Yeah, I was thinking at least 50, which is a lot. 95.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Look, she's not even flinching.
This was one of Warner Brothers' big summer releases in '95. And to put that in comparison, yeah, this had like a more than 50-something million budget. And the Power Rangers movie that came out the same summer was only 15. I know by comparison to the show, it looked like such a bigger production, but still, yeah, a fraction. That Under Siege 2, its reported budget was 60 million, which is still, what was that? That would make it 4 times the budget of the Power Rangers movie that same summer.
She's not even breaking.
Not as much as Batman Forever that same summer from Warner Brothers, but still big.
Some bad torture.
Oh,
That's horrible.
oh my.
JBN 1, 2, 1.
She's like, pussy?
It wasn't even your eye.
She's not going to bang you anymore after this, too.
She's not going to do it. She's not going to do it. She's going to be
Yeah,
stone cold.
No, she'll do it. She'll do it.
No, she won't. No, she won't.
She'll do it.
Stone cold.
You are.
Dang it.
You want to see that guy's eye pop?
No, I wanted to be right.
As long as we're moving, the signal is completely transparent.
Great writing. Have the villain explain what we're doing for no reason at all.
It's standard procedure.
Well,
I'm going to tell you exactly what we're doing, people who could stop this.
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go.
Walking.
He's walking.
That's how low the bar is.
Yeah.
If he walks in a movie,
You guys are
We're
highly,
impressed.
highly impressed. Yeah.
If he doesn't have to read his lines, we're impressed.
She could have survived.
she hit the water.
That water was kind of rapidy, though.
Rocky and Rapidy.
Oh my God, the crazy technology of CGs.
That dates the movie.
That green screen is not good.
The shadows.
Major installation is T-minus 10. The phone lines are 2. We're sweeping the train for stragglers.
You don't want a southern drawl?
Yeah.
I think he should be
Seagal could
Eastern
match that.
European. Yes, he could.
That time period where he started pretending he was from the South was amazing.
When he was that
Defend
ranger.
I like when he's just himself. See, Seagal does not have a love interest. You know how he teamed up with the Playmate? He teams up with this dude in this one.
Okay.
He bangs this dude?
No love interest.
You're right.
I don't even know if there's a bromance, to be honest. But
Does he strip in
Let's
this?
see if there's sparks. This guy, is he popped out of a cake?
You know what? Yeah. How's there going to be a strip club in this movie?
Yeah.
well, we got the satellite at the beginning. That's about all we're getting.
Oh.
Okay.
All of Seagal's later movies have a strip club scene.
Mm.
All of them.
That's
It's
not
weird.
true. One was in the brothel.
Okay, it was a strip club.
Yes, true.
It was a brothel.
We stand corrected.
Close enough. Have you guys ever read the book Segology?
I've heard of it.
No, someone sent that to us, didn't
That
they?
is an amazing book.
We have like 3 Seagal books.
Yeah, I don't think we have that.
Whoa, there's more than one?
He wrote one.
Oh, you're talking about the one where he's talking about the deep state?
No, it's a fiction book.
Well, that one is talking about the deep state, but it as like a fiction book because he's not allowed to say like, what's really going on. So they made it a fiction book.
Maybe.
But it's really kind
It's
of
him in like a Native American jacket on.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something. Okay.
Good
Yeah.
grief,
We
yeah,
have 2 copies
we
of
have
that.
It's a good book.
I'm sure it is because he didn't write it.
Oh.
That's from On Deadly Ground. Yes, they used some extra footage from that.
That was
Definitely looked like an oil rig.
That was not good.
It's just not the same without Gary Busey.
I agree.
Speaking of Gary Busey, he had a pay or play contract, $750,000 to be in this, but he was in the first one. So I think that contract must have been when this was in dark territory, not related to the Under Siege franchise.
I was going to say, what?
Exactly. Obviously, he's not in it, so he got $750,000 to do nothing, and that came out of Seagal's pocket, I heard, because Seagal was a producer.
Wait. Did you research this knowing we were going to watch this? Or
I always research stuff.
Okay.
Because that's what I do on my channel a lot, guys. Subscribe to Viking Samurai YouTube channel. I go in a lot of depth.
I cannot wait to see you twitch during the next movie that you know nothing about.
Oh, wait till you see what I picked.
I am very
Quadriboob.
Who?
Nope.
What?
Darn.
What?
She keeps wanting me to pick this movie with David Carradine. It's like a sword and sorcery movie.
I heard he actually got murdered, and they, covered it up.
It definitely sounds better than he died jerking off in the closet.
I'm saying, yeah, it does.
This is legacy.
Cover and conceal. You know that about that, right?
I would say his legacy was co-starring with playmate Claudia Jennings in the film Death Sport. Although in that one, you also get to see his balls. He's wearing a Roman tunic with no underpants. And yes, there's a moment where there's like tussling and fighting, and you can see his balls. Although I would still rather see his balls than ever look at Ethan Van Sciver in the face ever again. Yes, Ethan Van Sciver is more repulsive than the testicles of David Carradine.
Yeah, that was a pretty good Seagal.
Seagal kicking ass.
Ooh.
Brilliant.
Ooh.
They took out the satellite.
Huzzah.
Right, well, that's it. Game over.
Yeah, we won.
All right.
I consider Tom Cruise a really good actor in action movies as opposed to like an action star.
I'm confused.
Oh, there's a difference. Just like Bruce Willis is a really good actor in action movies as instead of an action star.
Oh, I think we talked about this because if they're not martial artists, you don't.
No, they don't have to be martial artists. Stallone and Arnold aren't martial artists. But if they're not, what we talked about, if they're not martial artists, they have to have a six-pack.
Oh, that's what it was.
They have to have the look for the action star.
Yeah.
But Seagal gets a pass because he's a martial arts master. So he doesn't have to have the six-pack.
Okay.
You don't think
Bruce Willis
is not an action star. He's a guy who's a really great actor in action.
Mind, he's a
Tom
diehard. Yeah.
Yes. That is an action film, but he's not really an action star because he also, I think you have to be like 90% of your films have to be action films also.
It's like defines your genre.
By the way, this is what happens when we watch a not awful movie.
Yeah.
We talk about other shit.
other stuff? Makes for a good episode, though.
I agree with that. But someone like Bruce Willis or Tom Cruise, they're an actor, they're a movie star, but they're not an action star because they can go and do things that aren't action related, and they can get cast in that, and they can get those kind of offers. You wouldn't put Jean-Claude Van Damme in a movie like Magnolia or Jerry Maguire, and you wouldn't put Steven Seagal, even when people were taking him seriously, in something like The Sixth Sense.
So where you going, man?
Front of the train. He did that in the first one.
Yeah,
He takes the 1911 and he pushes on the barrel.
Oh boy.
Like it's gonna be a lose a finger, but
In his later movies, he constantly changes gun hands for no reason. It's wild.
well, he's going around a corner. He has to get the better angle.
Shoots without looking.
He is an expert marksman, though.
You know, I've heard that.
No, for real.
I don't believe it because
You don't
he
believe it?
always blinks when he shoots guns, And
Bingo.
guys who shoot a
Yeah.
lot of guns don't blink
They don't
when they
blink.
fire guns. Maybe he was back in his day and he doesn't shoot as much, but in
Yeah.
all his later movies, he blinks.
You condition yourself not to blink because fighters.
Edith Van Sciver also looks like the fat vampire monster woman in Blade. Remember that? The really fat vampire monster woman that Wesley Snipes uses the ultraviolet laser on. He also looks like that. With the sugar foot. Yes. Like that with sugar feet. Pearl. Yes, that's the name. Yes. He also looks like a bearded, goateed version of Pearl from Blade. And actually, I do still have that. I don't have it up available in my store, but I still have those caricatures I did of him and Dick Masterson and Vito Gesualdi and Linkara. Yeah, I drew. Yes, where it's Edith Van Sciver with a stained shirt on for Cyberfrog, and it's a shirt full of like pie stains, and he's got no feet. His feet have both been cut off because of the sugar foot, because of the diabetes. Yeah. Yeah, I remember I drew those when my sister first visited after my father died. So yeah, that would be like a thing of like, let's see, last year. That would be fairly early in the year. Oh, yeah, I'll pause to show you. Yeah, this one. Oh yeah, I've heard about that one, A Talking Cat. I saw that JonTron reviewed that a while back too. Although from SBIG, I saw that David Dakota directed that, who was one of those big 80s B-movie directors that did a lot of stuff Charles Band produced, and also in the 90s as well. That I didn't know, but yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Well, sort of like Pearl, but still more like Edith Van Sciver. The one they did that looked like Pearl more exactly. Yeah, there's Dick Masterson. There's where'd it go? Oh yeah, but Dark Side Phil, Eric July as Jesus. There's Movie Bob as Jabba the Hutt. There's the Linkara one I did. All right, so it's the opposite direction, opposite border. Yeah, there. Vito Gesualdi as Pearl from Blade. More directly. I hope I captured the bland, drowsy, perverted, unexpressive face that Vito Gesualdi has. The type of voice and face that can only have expression. He can only look or sound like he's not drugged out of his mind on sedatives when he's doing fake screaming or fake crying. When it's that, internet soy boy, like fake laughter. The soy face, they call it. Yeah, when it's that, when he's doing scary smiling, or he looks like a complete psychopath when he's trying to smile or laugh, or it like having human expression is such a painfully forced thing for him to do. And it's like with the voice when you hear him speak, and he always sounds zonked out and Xanax. No wonder he had to go and leave the Nina Infinity stream for a minute and cry like a bitch when Az confronted him about trying to get a Nerdrotic band for having Alex Jones as a guest on Friday Night Tide stream, because Az actually has human expression and can sound animated and interested in things and alive without the presence of children that he could potentially assault, unlike Vito. Who's that? Eric July is evil. Now get me pie. That's what the caption up there says. Yes, with the 2 decapitated feet. Yeah. Movie Bob the Hutt. Wait, let me. Yeah. There it is. Masha del you conviva tierde canude trimpo. Translation: Orange Man Bad. And there was a funny little video that Razorfist did about Movie Bob mocking his fat, stupid, worthless ass who should have stepped in front of a speeding train and done us all a favor. But it happened right around 2016, late 2016. Let's see if I can find it. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, yeah, right here.
Ikuda tifaba bakika lagna duona gamai Chi ti dai dong da bu boy. Dot li baha ve. Chi dos ti dai do do tar er. Chi ha go ka ta ni. Ko ba na uba. Chi da. Wa do e kan ke global jusku. Dos do niu.
And now back to these guys.
We'll do that too.
We'll go with that.
That's another thing. We're talking about.
Don't diminish his legend and his skills.
Oh my goodness.
He's done that enough himself. What's that?
I said we're talking about a 70-some-year-old who's trying to be an action star still. That's rough. Oh!
That was
He's
awesome.
still there.
That was freaking great.
Oh! That was
excellent.
Shoot.
Damn.
Definitely knows to go. He got shot.
Yeah.
See, he does get hurt in his movies.
Very good.
Hey, Dale died.
Dale.
Dale
Yeah,
died.
right. Dale died.
DYE died.
I got a lot of shit for making fun of him in
Never
the
heard
Sniper
of
Special. I wasn't making fun of him. I was making fun of his casting.
Yes. He was like an 85-year-old like major or something.
Colonel or something. Yeah.
Mm.
You're an ageist.
I am if you're supposed to be in the freaking military.
Yeah.
You assured me that your $1 million mercenaries would be more than enough. They are.
Casey Ryback. It's actually a good name.
It's a really good name.
It's a good movie name.
Navy Cross.
Mace.
Oh. He's got eyes of steel.
He's been trained.
Once you get used to it, just clears his sinuses.
Wow.
He just used that like it was binoculars.
Yes. He has taken her by the hair.
And everyone in that thing is now deaf.
The heck?
It's like a detonator.
I kind of like the MacGyver-esque things he does in these early ones. It's interesting.
Nice. Nice. Oh, that guy, he's wearing a burn
You
suit.
spent the time putting that in there?
All that to get one guy? He hasn't
Two.
done.
You got two of them.
I just,
You could have just shot them.
yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That doesn't look as cool.
Oh, it creates a huge distraction. See, now that guy could come here.
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, that's so bad.
The green screen was.
Oh, come on. That was great.
Throw a dummy off the cliff. Come on.
That's so good.
Oh,
Wow, he really looks like he's holding on.
That's definitely not a model.
that tracking was bad.
That was a little off. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, this is getting worse. I'm starting to appreciate this more.
He's definitely been to his fair share of Patton Oswalt blind dates.
Appreciate it more. Oh, you like when it gets bad.
Remember the channel.
Yes.
This movie was too good.
Yeah, it was. That's a good point.
Fella, don't bullshit with me. You show me that goddamn CD, I'll cap your side, bitch.
So I know he's bad. He said the racism.
He did say the racism.
That was the fastest hot wire I have ever seen in my life.
Just one wire in the trunk.
He didn't even cut them.
No.
They were already cut.
It's fine.
He had stripped. That was
Okay,
amazing. The green screen. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Should have gone for his eye.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why you
tried
waste your time
to.
with the cheek.
No, she tried. He caught her.
She really got his cheek though. Look at that nail.
Yeah.
Look at that nail.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Okay.
This guy has the look, but Tommy Lee Jones is just.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. And Gary Busey, them together.
Come on.
That was a good combo for villains. What?
kind of
Well,
Well, it looks like them Duke Boys going to be finding themselves an interesting way to try to get themselves back on Amtrak.
That is a really cool shot.
That
was a really cool shot.
So
what if he missed it again though?
Yeah, now he's one shot.
It's like, damn it.
Just breaks his legs.
Actually, do you think in general sequels are better? Like for good movies, sequels are better than the originals or not?
Usually worse.
Usually not. But there are exceptions.
Like Terminator 2 is better, right?
Oh yeah, right.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Better, okay.
I like Aliens better.
Troll 2.
Oh, they
Much
said
better.
the title again. Troll 2. Dude, Troll 2 is amazing.
Is Troll 1 actually good though?
I've never seen it.
Hey, lady, what's taking you so long? We've had you 2 minutes.
That woman looked like Leah Thompson, but it's not.
I broke my bra.
Hey,
Works every time.
she's not with a duck, so I wasn't sure.
You guys did a video recently. I seen it in the 80s, and then like it after watching your guys' video, it did seem highly inappropriate.
Just trying to bang the duck. Oh my god. It just doesn't have the punch of the first one. But we need more Aikido too.
Yeah.
Oh.
We definitely need more.
We need more
Aikido.
combat.
Well, he's gonna fight Silverhair. Yeah,
Right.
Mike Pence is gonna fight.
Yeah, still.
Oh!
Whoa!
Wait,
little close.
It was going to bomb them from that height?
Yeah. Yep. Blow itself up.
It's a little
In the meantime,
close.
that is great model work.
That was a good looking model. And I thought they weren't going to bomb the train until right before the time was up.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's what a countdown's for, right?
He was clearly going to bomb the train. That or he was going to crash into the side of the mountain.
Or it took 4 minutes. They can launch more fighters now.
Yeah, you got time.
They don't need stealth. They know they're coming.
That's true, too.
So just anything. Just throw anything at them.
That's our Kirkpatrick guy, right?
Hell, you could just derail the train. Yeah.
Oh.
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 Oh, yes. I'm okay with this before the internet rips me apart.
Oh, Aaron shits on.
Why you're okay with
action
this? Why?
actresses. Oh.
I usually hate women in fight scenes, fighting men in fight scenes without some kind of weapon. Like hand to hand is very not believable for me.
Okay.
However, she's trained, he's not. Like he's just the guy on the train.
So that works.
That works for me.
Yes.
Trying to make women fight like men against other men is just silly.
Yeah, it is silly.
Aaron's a misogynist.
Clearly. I know.
Okay.
All that Gary Busey money could have gone into better green screen work.
The horns are strong in this score.
You mentioned the girdle.
Yeah.
We haven't seen his body that much.
He's been all
mostly
black the whole time.
And it's like upper body shots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the double chin. Yeah.
Just before this movie, On Deadly Ground, you know, Billy Blank said he was hired to personal train Seagal to get him into shape of his weight.
Oh.
Okay.
That's interesting trivia. Very
I haven't told
trivia.
that story because I didn't know how much Billy wanted me to tell.
Oh.
Did he tell you about that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got
It's
many,
hilarious.
I got many stories out of Billy.
It's a hilarious story. I haven't said it because I don't know if he wants me to.
I can't wait to interview him on my channel.
Tell him hi from his bestie.
I may have missed it, but he got shot, right?
Yes.
Seagal?
Yes.
Wait, Seagal
But
got
he
shot?
In the shoulder.
The sniper.
Mhm.
And then they saw blood going down the cables.
Yep.
Did he not have a bulletproof vest on?
Oh, he's bleeding.
He's not acting like he got shot.
If it bleeds.
They probably mentioned it. Already more
Yes!
than other movies.
Yeah.
He didn't instantly kill the guy.
Oh, well, that guy's head's going to explode now.
That just for the comments about women in action scenes like that alone, she is the perfect woman, at least for Despot of Atrium.
The giggle shots.
He just did the pow, 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 and his head's going to explode.
Oh, Fist of the North Star?
Yeah.
Jesus, Aaron.
What is
doing?
that? Why?
Okay.
I think it's to distract you.
The bullshito's coming out here.
I think it's to distract. That's my.
Yeah.
That's my.
Oh, extra movement.
Come on, that was a little.
They cranked that.
A little sped up, but
Throw it
why can't she
right
throw
now.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
she'll kill herself, won't she?
Baseball throw that.
At that range, nah. In movies, probably. The whole train's going to blow up if she.
One car at a time, too.
Oh, he threw it.
Yeah. Well, she couldn't duck because of the noose, but she could have thrown it and
That's
then
true.
taken off the loose noose.
You mean literally what he just did?
Yeah.
All right, the score's getting a little overwrought.
My encrypted program. You mean to tell me there's no way that I can shut that off?
Shoots it. Say stop computers in movies.
How did you know? Oh, no.
Oh, he was still on?
Wow.
Oh!
He's not okay.
What was that?
Cool model.
That looks pretty good, though.
It
How
does.
did he get up so fast?
Sifu Sagal. That's how.
Oh, no. No, sir.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That is terrifying.
This stuff is all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
They just intersperse it with terrible shots.
Yes. I like it. Oh, he's running.
Oh,
Wait, where's everybody else on the train?
That's a great
All the
question.
hostages. Like,
No, they disconnected the.
oh, they Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
Yes. I like
That's
the
a
pyro.
great explosion.
That's not.
Oh yeah, yeah, I like that.
That's terrible.
That
is so. Look at the fire on his shoulders.
Oh, he got his fingers off.
That's what I remembered.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, what? I don't even know what I'm seeing.
You're like in the helicopter is what's going on.
He's like, you suck at flying.
Oh, they made it. He does have a little bit of a pooch there, doesn't he?
A little bit. He has his hands in front, so you can't tell.
Now he's in white. It's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, black's a little more slimming.
That's why I'm wearing black right now, man.
It's a lonesome whistle.
Wait, this isn't Seagal singing, is it?
No, God, no.
Okay.
God, no. This
Like, I
guy's
can't really
talent.
hear it. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all cat. Never mind. Stop talking.
All right.
Jeez.
Was Under Siege 2 so bad it's good?
I think it was just good. It was not as good as the original.
Not even close. No, definitely not.
Overall, it was good. Good production values, good act.
I would say it's the lack of Erica Eleniak showing her breasts. Erica Eleniak popping out of the cake to show her breasts.
Acting, not enough fighting, I don't think, but still Seagal in his prime. And it's always a treat to watch that.
All right. Aaron?
While my answer is going to be the same, no. However, it's not for all the reasons that David just said. I just don't think it's bad enough to be like where we laugh at it.
You're saying it's not a good movie. But
It's not a good movie, but it's not a bad movie.
It's not
fine.
so bad. It's
Average.
It's fine.
It's average.
Right?
So.
Wait. We had a discussion earlier when a woman says it's fine.
Exactly.
It does not mean what guys
That's
would,
true.
associate
true.
fine to mean.
Uh-huh.
You're
I caught that.
You're learning.
See? There you go. It's
I
fine.
caught that. So 6% of the audience will get that, and the other.
No one knows what just happened.
Wow. Yeah, this was way better than a lot of the things we usually watch. Like this was a real movie. It was a real action movie for 95 as a sequel that wasn't as good as the first one. Sure. These are always the hardest for me to say yes or no, just because of what you're saying. Like our thing is so bad it's good, and this wasn't wacky enough. It didn't go jump the shark at any point too bad. So I can't say it's so bad it's good. But if you want to see an okay action movie from the 90s, check it out. It's one of the better Seagals we've ever seen on this channel, for sure.
Oh, yeah. This is not so bad it's good. But it's also not good. It's fine. Some of the scenes and shots are really bad. The writing it feels kind of cobbled together, but it's not like a giant piece of shit. It's not. This is the decline of Seagal. I feel like this is where it's going down. This is a huge step down from the first one, but compared to the other stuff we've seen, this is a masterpiece.
Yes.
Compared to his later stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an A+ film.
Yeah.
Compared to like Contract to Kill. Like the career decline is brutal after Under Siege.
You think so? Because he had On Deadly Ground, Under Siege 2, Fire Down Below.
Pile of shit. Fire Down Below is a pile of shit. I can't.
Fire Down Below, the one where I said before, that's the one that was so bad, it's what led to his contract ending with Warner Brothers. It's the one where he ran out of ideas for titles for his 3-word titles for his movies, so he decided to just rip off a Bob Seger song. Yes, Fire Down Below was the name of a Bob Seger song from the 70s first.
The burping in her own sentences.
You didn't even notice. I'm sorry, but I put a poll up on Patreon, and for once, I think they did not intentionally screw us by picking the worst one.
I remember when they they did a stream after that video premiered. Apparently, the guest from the martial arts reviews liked it. Yeah, Viking Samurai. Apparently, there was a lot of negative reaction to him appearing in those couple of videos. But he did. Yeah, he's there. He's defending Seagal in Under Siege 2, and then there's another movie they did that they reviewed that had him as a guest. And apparently I'm one of those few fans that was not pissed off at the guy. If anything, I didn't know who he was before this. Then I saw it, and okay, well, now I've seen the other guy's content, and the fact that he actually has been, appearing in those type of direct-to-streaming type of action movies that you see what became of Seagal or what like Van Damme's been doing.
Oh, they picked Fire Down Below, which is from 97.
Oh,
so this should be mostly thin Seagal movies with a budget.
Thin.
So maybe it won't be god awful. We're welcoming a new sponsor to the show, Cook Unity,
the first chef-to-consumer platform.
I don't know.
A 90s Seagal?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's an hour and 44 minutes. So this is what
it better not be bad.
Here we go.
I've already killed you, but I have this now.
The man walks with an air of confidence it's rarely seen in this day and age.
Sifu Seagal. I was not born on a turnip truck. Sifu Seagal. And I was not born at night. Let's get to the nitty-gritty here. Sifu Seagal. There's some sick shit up in here, alligator. Sifu Seagal. Because now, I will snatch every mother birthday.
Oh, is this going to be the start of Southern Seagal?
Oh
no.
Yes.
That's supposed to be him.
Is this the origin story? Southern Seagal?
This before or after he beat people up in Louisiana?
Yeah, exactly.
Bingo.
Stephen Lang.
Oh my God.
Do you know these people?
Stephen Lang's a bad guy in Avatar. He's in a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he's
the general commander guy?
Yeah. Tombstone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson.
Whistler is in this? Jesus, can you guys speak? Drink some alcohol, for God's sake.
I appreciate the friendship. It means a lot to me.
Did he literally just say your friendship means a lot to me?
Yeah.
Just so when that guy dies, he can rampage?
Frank Elkins was found dead this morning.
What?
His truck went into the Nolan River.
That was quick.
Okay.
There was alcohol in the truck. They say it's an accident.
What?
Are they dropping toxic waste?
Or is it moonshine?
Are you kidding?
A couple of nights ago, and now Frank.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa. Do we just get like 30 minutes of story? How much story is going to be in this goddamn thing? Whoa! Whoa!
Was dumping thousands of barrels of deadly toxic waste in abandoned coal mines.
All right.
This is
Environmental.
Environmentalist Seagal. What was the other one we watched? With Dave?
Toxic
On Deadly
Avenger?
Ground.
On Deadly Ground, yeah.
Toxic.
We don't speak of that. What the fuck is he wearing?
Welcome to Kentucky.
Thank you, sweet Kentucky. He's wearing a striped leather.
What?
That's very nice. Is that
What is this?
Native American or? Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
It had like a
Yeah, the back had
like a woven pattern.
Mhm.
Oh,
I didn't see any fringe. That's the movie sign of Native American.
that's true. We saw that in that suburban Sasquatch.
Ooh, is that moonshining?
Why can't you guys speak?
I don't know. I haven't had enough to drink, baby.
Yeah.
Radio used to pick up 2 stations, but one of them went out.
What is he wearing? Oh, shoot.
You might be thirsty.
What's he doing?
Your mama's right.
Was he doing some contracting?
I thought he was there to solve crimes.
Oh, is he sick from toxic waste?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
The portrayal of poor Southerners is ridiculous.
Toxic
dun,
waste.
dun, dun. They're gonna go dump more toxic waste
Oh, maybe it's this place up in the woods with all the lights on it.
How would you find it?
where the helicopters are going.
You really just watch the helicopters. I mean, they're not even hiding this.
No.
No, the helicopter has a spotlight on.
I think they smuggle them in through a truck and then, like, in a tunnel, unload
Yeah.
them or something.
Yeah, have like a potato chip logo. Potato chip?
Potato
I
chip.
gotta drink more too. Shit.
Potato
balls.
chip.
I love potato chips.
What is wrong with us?
What is he wearing?
Wait, is that a different jacket?
Yes, it is.
How
But
many
it's
leather
also
jackets does he?
the South, Kentucky. It's probably hot.
He's buttoned all the way up, too.
You change and you come back and see us.
I'm gonna do that. 2 beautiful twins like you.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. No.
Oh.
No.
He was in Alien.
He's
He's got like the baseball cap.
Oh, yeah.
97, 7. This is 20 years later.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
That's a great lab. Make sure you don't get anything contaminated.
When he just takes some water samples and go back to his room.
He's got to move his lab out there. Like,
What in the world?
Now, anyone who sees you is going to know you're full of shit.
The stereotypes are really strong in this one.
Shit kicker stuff they're doing in this is really strong.
this is a strong community coming together.
At night, I see the lights on that hill sometimes.
Well, I see some lights just over there.
Excuse me.
She just walked away to stand in the middle of nowhere by herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would. If he's talking to me, I'd walk away and
She
stand
just
somewhere
leaves.
else, too.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I have to go over here now.
I would like to enjoy my food. Ugh. Whoa! $1 million view.
And bees.
I want bees.
Oh, are they signaling him?
I mean, boy, if people want to hide, you know what they do?
Shine a flashlight.
Shine flashlights in the dark.
It's a steep ass driveway.
Yeah, that
Holy
slope was
cow.
Oh, is he gonna fight the snake?
We got a replay. Or were there 2?
There were 2.
too.
Oh, for
Ooh, they're
Christ's
thick too.
sake.
Oh, it's back.
Oh my God, where can we get that?
He is so cringy.
Oh, Natalie, you're killing me.
Yeah! Is this the guy who runs the company that's dumping the toxic waste?
I think so.
Probably. Of course he is.
I also think I might like to have all of that honey there.
This is where the girthening begins.
Girthening?
He's just pounding honey in this.
Just chugging it right out of the glass.
He's accumulating mass.
Cultivating.
Cultivating mass.
But isn't that the honey that she makes and then
Yes.
sells back to? So she's giving back the stock so she can make more money.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't understand the play.
Is he gonna give it back,
Is it?
or do you buy him so the grocer would order more?
I guess.
It's gonna start chugging honey. Be 10 pounds heavier each scene.
Yeah. This is slow.
It's look, jacket.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, there's the fringe.
I feel like he brings this stuff from his own closet.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, he's got a wampum stick.
Did you call a few more folks around here? We got it.
Walk softly and carry a big stick.
Well, he definitely doesn't walk softly.
Oh,
Yeah.
That would hurt so badly.
Yeah. Gotta make you throw up.
Oh, he's
Ooh, boy.
Well, you're gonna get charged with attempted murder.
It's a huge room for this little tiny house.
Just making a killing on that honey.
well, that's what I'm trying to like.
Yeah.
You ever get lonely up here? Just with the bees and all?
Oh, my
Did I
God.
say bees and all, or my wiener?
Have you seen my baseball? And my baseball, what I really mean is, have you seen my wiener? Have you seen my wiener, Mary?
The chemistry here is like she's trying to get away from a creeper.
Yeah.
You still laughing at the wiener?
You are in Kentucky, sister.
You're in
Do not
Appalachia.
act like you are appalled at them having a gun.
You're in Appalachia. Like, she has 17 guns in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
One for bear, one for hunting,
One for fun.
one that goes blam extra big.
One you shoot at the kids when they're in the yard.
You're right.
Just want to.
Just
Stun them. You just want to stun them.
Just well, a lot berry.
Jesus Christ. He took a hell of a wardrobe down there.
He did.
He's got so many jackets.
At least 3.
Do you think he was starting to chunk up? So they were
Maybe.
throwing jackets on him?
Maybe.
No one else is wearing coats.
This is too early for him to chunk up.
I don't think. I mean, he's
No,
already
maybe
looking...
he just definitely not
Oh, my.
under siege, you know, like.
Yeah, he's
like-
definitely heavier than under siege. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Not exactly, but something like that. I work for the federal government.
Government.
His lines are awful.
Well, I've seen a lot of weird lights over there sometimes at night.
All right, that's the second person to say this to you, you dumb. Why don't you go check it out? Jesus Christ.
He's known for days now.
Like, stop eating honey, banging on that chick, and go up the goddamn hill.
Oh.
Yeah, Natalie, put your
He's
clothes on.
Definitely.
Go look for the shining city on the hill.
Paying her by the hour.
Oh.
He has a bed off his office. That's
Wow.
yeah.
That seems like a good idea.
That's something that Seagal would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're tired from working a lot.
Want to bang a hooker?
Yeah. I mean, just keep it at work and then it's.
Then your wife doesn't know?
Yeah.
What about the bedroom attached to your office when your wife comes to visit?
You just lock the door.
Hey, make it one of those hidden panels, like
Oh,
can't even see it.
that's good. That's good thinking.
Just looks like a
It's like
section
a
of the
wall.
wall.
Just
Yeah.
a wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know what hidden panels are.
But you don't know how to hide hookers. Dumbass.
This is true. This is true. I have much
Much?
left to
Much.
learn.
Ain't got no driveway.
That's a good joke.
Me, dude. This movie could be 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's just him talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, almost like this is a good detective story,
Uh-oh.
He's
But-
gay.
but it's not.
When we already know the answer to the mystery.
We know everything.
Romancing somebody else.
Here he comes dropping you off just like you've been out on your first date.
Oh, here are you guys.
Oh.
Tonight is the night. My God.
You mind if we listen to the romance?
I really don't want to.
Okay.
Who?
Oh.
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 I was gonna say that's a brother.
Well,
this.
just
That's a
wait,
brother.
we're in Kentucky. Just because that's the brother doesn't mean
Oh, that's true.
there's not
But
like
that
a
is
triangle.
goddamn Stephen Lang. I will not have you besmirch Stephen
But
Lang.
smart.
He's not.
Sister, put your bra strap away. Don't be giving it away for free.
He's so young in
Oh,
this.
yeah, look at him.
Mashed potatoes.
Cauliflower? What is that?
It's
You're a shitty cook, lady.
what did I just eat?
Just some gruel in a bowl.
Oh, they barely ate the pie.
They didn't even touch the pie.
Stephen would have had the pie.
Yeah.
This is fiction.
such
This
bullshit.
is fiction.
Would have dunked it in a tub of honey and just ate the whole slice like a snake without chewing.
I do like that. Just taking the whole pie piece and honey.
Just dunk
Yeah,
it.
I could see that.
Has he ever played a good guy? Ever?
He doesn't have a good guy
Tell
face.
me again who he is. I mean, I know who he is, but like what he's played.
That guy in Avatar?
Mm-hmm.
He was
Don't Breathe.
like the biggest piece of shit in Tombstone. Don't Breathe. He's the old man, the blind old man in Don't Breathe.
Oh, Cotton!
Oh no.
Cotton,
He's still
Cotton.
alive though.
Earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the honey!
No, that's your meal ticket.
She's already poor.
Cotton is beat almost to death. People get hurt and you're always around. Assault and battery.
You punched someone one time, so someone else got punched, and we figured it was you.
Yeah.
I like your Long Island there.
Thanks. Comes out naturally. Great.
Oh!
Woo! Hey now. Beating up the cops now.
Oh! That's
Well.
I have 300 agents come up here into this little hick town.
Oh my.
Oh, he just walks away from beating up the cops?
And they're like, fine.
It's cool, man. We're cool.
Drinking water for thousands of miles and kill a bunch of people up and around in here.
He's never bothered to learn his lines.
Nah. Oh.
What is this now?
Movie's getting good.
That was quite a
He had to
transition.
get it in there somehow, huh?
Yeah. The strip club, the Seagal strip club.
We're
Sort
gonna
of.
be back in the city. Naked girls, let's go. That was so unexpected.
I got 50,000 barrels of cyanide rolling down there right now.
Cyanide?
He barely has eyebrows.
Why would you have that many barrels of cyanide? Is cyanide a byproduct from girls dancing? Or whatever his business is? What industrial process creates that much cyanide
That's a
on
lot
the
of
side
cyanide.
that you need to get rid of?
Please come
And
back.
I never.
You mean?
Yeah, what's this?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to the bathroom during a movie?
Never ever.
Wow.
Never have I ever.
I'm proud of you.
I will say the cinematography is really good in this.
There's a lot of talent in this movie that's just wasted because
Totally
we made a
wasted.
Seagal movie. Oh!
What is that thing gonna?
That thing has like 3 horsepower.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Damn. It's stunt driving. That's a
Doing the
that's an old piece of shit.
doing the shimmy. They're in the aquarium.
Ugh.
There's a mech.
Oh!
What the heck? Sent it. Oh,
Dude,
they sent that mech.
That's some Hal Needham shit right there. That's a Smokey and the Bandit type of car stunt.
I thought some lunatic stuntman was gonna ramp a big rig.
I should have stayed in the bathroom.
That's correct.
Oh my.
This was not a cheap.
That's a model, though, right?
No, I don't think so.
I'm sure someone in the comments is going to know if this was a model.
There's a lot of wiring in that. No, that's real.
Like damage and stuff.
Oh, the water. Yeah, you can't fake the water.
I think they ramped.
Did they run a big rig off of a...
All right. I mean,
This
you
looks
don't.
like a rock quarry. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get all that.
Your ancestors and the future of your children. Please raise your hand.
I guess you were ancestors.
Hmm.
What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know. There was some Native American in there. I forgot who he was talking to.
He's wearing the wrong jacket.
Maybe if yeah, I was saying maybe if he had his fringe jacket on, it'd be all right.
Let's just watch Under Siege.
We can't do that. You know the rules. What do you think?
I deserve it.
No, you don't.
It's boring, but it's not It's not so bad. It's good boring. We got a new girl. New girl.
I'm telling you, this dude's got it down to a science. That is a dress. Holy shit.
Oh, you don't wear Gucci's with that.
Kidding me? That's his rule. You don't wear Gucci's.
No Gucci's with that dress. They did have a sign that there was going to be a bluegrass festival.
Please don't sing. Please don't sing. Please don't sing. Please don't sing.
God, please sing. Please get on.
I do remember that Seagal in this movie got a Razzie nomination for him and his guitar in this movie.
The stage.
Oh, get some.
Jim Beam.
Oh.
Woo. Woo. Get a fire started.
Look at that mullet.
These are not actors.
Whoops. Whoops.
What a shot.
Oh no! Who's gonna finish the song?
Oh, what a coincidence.
Oopsie daisy.
Oh, me.
Anything that makes
Knows the song and everything, guys. Woo!
Anything that makes you unhappy, Jason, I'm all for. Oh.
You getting handsy there, boy.
Oh.
Someone's about to get.
Yes, confirming it. Yes, Fire Down Below got multiple Razzie nominations. It didn't win any, but yes, worst screen couple. The nomination was Steven Seagal and his guitar. But that year he lost to Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman in Double Team, and I say bullshit because Double Team is amazing.
That's right.
Lloyd, Lauren, take care.
How's the proctologist?
Why does when you say it make me like slightly nauseous?
Because he's disgusting and has a poor track record with women.
What?
It makes me just feel so
I'm
icky.
just saying he's a fat piece of shit.
Are you telling me that his marriage to Kelly LeBrock didn't last?
It horrifies me that man was banging Kelly LeBrock for years.
Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah, she was like one of the it models of the 80s.
Did she watch his movies?
I think when they were married, it was like he was in a couple of good ones. He was on his way up as a legitimate. Like,
So he was in Under Siege, and she was like, "Hey, handsome."
I think by Under Siege it was probably over, or damn near. And this was also in the 80s. A guy like him, he was telling people without saying it, or maybe he was even saying it, that he was in the CIA and did all kinds of shit, or did stuff for the CIA, like covert stuff. And you couldn't check on it. And so people just believe it.
How about Mr. Goodall? Is he in there?
Is there someone in there?
I'll take you to that dumpster. You know where Clearwater Road meets the Mountain Ridge?
Yes, sir, I do.
I'll meet you there, half hour from now.
You know where it is. There are lights every night. Everyone in the town keeps telling you where it is.
Helicopters flying in, helicopters flying out. Come on, you guys. Up there goes
the steeple.
The belfry.
That looks, again, this looks great.
Oh,
whoa!
God.
Cue the voices.
Oh!
This looks good, though.
Yeah, this whole movie looks fantastic.
This has some production quality. Not seeing this day and age.
It just.
What?
You whore.
Oh, goodness. Well, is he gonna beat her?
Yeah, he kind of already did.
What's this? He's acting strange. Guys, he's acting strange. I don't like it. This is another stereotype that I didn't think we'd see. The honeybees.
Oh! Why are you burning the bees?
What's Steve gonna eat?
I know what he's gonna eat.
Oh my God!
He's going to eat a different type of pie, one that might have hair on it.
Going deep on the beer. Wow.
So
wow.
Steve's going to go deep.
Come on, that was a barn door.
God, he always plays the biggest piece of shit.
He's good at it.
Does a good job.
He is really good. He's acting like a horror movie killer.
Yeah.
It's electric. What is this?
What the hell?
It's the
What kind of mine
cyanide.
is this?
It's the cyanide mine. Oh my!
You think at some point they'd learn not to get close to him?
Oh,
no!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not the glow stick juice.
That's predator blood.
Turtle power.
This guy's gonna look like the dude in RoboCop. As well shot as the beginning of the movie was, the end sucks.
I can't tell where anyone is.
No,
It doesn't matter.
What happened? They that up?
Is it because the toxic waste is explosive and they didn't think about that
It's
when they
too
blew it up?
So Seagal's dead. That's like a thermobaric bomb in there right now.
Ooh.
With that much pressure coming out, it's like being inside a pipe bomb.
Where's
No,
he
it's
running?
fine.
Wouldn't it be
It's
going
fine.
back?
You don't know shit.
This is like on Deadly Ground when to save the environment, he blew up an entire oil rig.
Oh God.
In this, to save the environment,
He released all the toxins.
all the toxins are just everywhere now. The whole county.
The worst case scenario. Like they were leaking a little bit, some seepage, and that was making kids sick.
They needed to put it in new containers. Instead, he blew it up and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry about your brother molesting you.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I knew that without any evidence or new information, so I was just
That's why I wanted to bang you.
I was swooping in because I knew you were vulnerable.
Yeah.
She takes her pearls off for that because good girls don't do that with pearls on.
Oh. Is that a thing?
That's what one of my coworkers told me.
Huh. I didn't know that.
She doesn't cuss. She doesn't like do anything
When the pearls go on, she's proper.
unfavorable with her pearls on.
Okay.
Really?
Keeps you good.
Yeah.
Witness protection program. Okay. Because she's a witness to what? She didn't know anything.
She knows nothing.
She was locked in a broom closet.
How will you know where I am?
He can get in touch with us anytime through special.
Is that Randy Travis?
Jesus Christ. I just lost half the hearing in my left ear.
Is that Randy Travis?
The country singer?
Yes.
I have no idea what he looks like or what he's saying or who he is.
If Randy Travis was sitting next to me, I wouldn't know who he is.
Get out of here.
We
We're
would
gonna
know
look this
because
up.
Aaron would be going, is that Randy Travis?
I swear it is. I swear. It totally is.
I hope you're right.
Internet, look it up.
I hope you're right.
Which
Randy
means
Travis.
I'm going to be looking it up and editing.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's turning into me. This is great.
This is weird.
The peeing, the burping in our own sentences. Oh my God.
Okay, you've got a problem. There's gas spilling everywhere.
Whoa. There's a lot happening right now.
Where are you aiming your gun? Oh.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow. Okay. We are just fine with killing everybody.
Oh. Yeah, he's killing someone.
That's
No.
It's not at all how gas works, but sure.
No. Right. No.
He shot the end off it. This is kind of what I've been hoping for all movie. Not gonna lie.
That was the greatest Seagal moment, maybe ever.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
So when he threw the flare, he knew that guy would be able to catch it so that he could then do the fake out by shooting the end off it and then shooting it again in the air. Right? That was all planned.
Seems like there was a wide margin for error.
Fire down below. I like that you just popped that.
Fire down below is what he's going to give her.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was thinking about genitals too.
Yes.
This is great. We're all together.
Fire down below, subtitle The Clap.
The clapping in it. Clapopolis.
Oh, no. See, she has her pearls on. She can get nasty right now.
Oh my. She's wearing a cross though.
She's never pearls on.
That's what someone told me.
Wow.
Oh,
what?
Wow.
Driving through the police station. That's got to be Sifu.
Mm-hmm. They're like, Stephen, we need you to drive up onto the scene. He's like, okay.
I'm not walking that far.
Yeah, he was supposed to walk.
Yeah.
Rank you. Who do you think you are?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Not that the EPA can arrest anyone.
I didn't even know he worked for the EPA.
What just happened?
I had a little incident.
Brian, what happened?
What just happened over there?
It was a little incident.
What is he wearing?
He's wearing your costume.
Oh!
Oh!
It's going to get stanky.
The weird prancing down those stairs.
My nose.
Oh, good night. The stereotype.
We just knocked it out.
That's not meth teeth. That's just Seagal teeth.
That's Seagal teeth.
One at a time. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, use of force will only add millions to the lawsuits.
He just kicks people in the nuts.
He's like, the guy's...
Steven Seagal is cock puncher. I don't think you have the balls.
Just the manager.
It's like, yeah, you really can't come in here. It's a private party. He's like, nut job.
That's a country singer too.
Okay.
Like a real one?
I'm pretty sure.
Just put your hands behind your back.
There we go.
Second gun.
That's what I needed. Oh, that's boring.
Just shooting federal agents.
Okay.
Did we see the end of Stephen Light?
No. He got out of the mine.
Are we going to get that right now? Yeah, that's the last we saw him, right?
Wait, does he have more evidence that it's going to poke?
He's going there to poke her right now.
Whoa!
Oh.
What are you saying?
She's not wearing her pearls. That's what I'm saying.
That she's not wearing her pearls.
Oh, she's getting some pearls.
Oh.
Harry Dean Stanton.
Dover.
Okay, I thought I knew that name.
Dover.
That was slick, guys.
Cool.
I can tell you guys are in sync.
Randy Travis.
Damn.
You nailed it.
Ho!
Damn.
You nailed it.
And in those credits, we also saw Blake Lively's father, Ernie, is in this movie. Yeah, her father before her was an actor, including, bit parts like this, and a half-brother and a half-sister that did stuff in the 80s. Her half-brother played Rusty in European Vacation and Night of the Creeps, if you ever saw that one. And her half-sister starred in this one called Teen Witch.
Ha! Yeah! I knew it. Marty Stewart as himself.
Okay.
Was that one of the country singers you think you...
Travis Tritt. That was the country singer. I said
In
it.
the casino?
Buddy.
That was him?
I think it was the guy in the casino.
Was fire down below, so that's good.
This is no.
No. It was fun for like a minute.
Brian, stop it.
It was fun for like a minute.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It really wasn't.
Okay, the gas station flare scene was fun.
The church burning.
The movie looked gorgeous. It's way too good for Steven Seagal. If it was any other action star and was written better, this director did a great job. The cinematographers did a great job. Everyone did a good job, but Seagal tanked it.
Best made Seagal movie we watched. Boring as shit. As a bad movie and as a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, 50 minutes.
We've all been drinking very fast.
Well, it's a Seagal movie. I mean,
We could watch this at twice the speed.
Well,
react twice as fast.
like an audiobook. Like an audiobook.
No one would know. You slow down the footage.
And well, now this is the last call, ladies and gentlemen. The last call for super chats, the last call for channel memberships, and the last call for donations into the store. So you see what we've done right here with Zoe. And in the upcoming streams, you will be seeing similar work like this being done of Thana, who will be featured, more of her in the next issue of Justice for One, as you see that when that will be coming on in. So until then, I want to thank you all for watching. Subscribe so the channel will reach 10,000 subs. Become a member today and shop at my art store with the first link in the description, where you can buy my art or commission me or support me with a donation. Or you can go and pre-order issue 3 of my comic book Encrypted, where a regular copy is $5, an autographed copy is $10, an autographed and sketched in copy is $20. Or you can get a 1-year subscription for $60, or 1-year subscription with your copies autographed for $90. Issue 3 will be going to print this weekend. I will have tomorrow shorts at 5 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 and 6. I'll have a new video at 6:30, and I'll be live again at 8. So until then, felines, slam it, lick it, suck it, and see you, Space Cowboy.